Hello everybody, today I don't have much to talk about. In fact, this is completely unscripted. I want to talk a little bit today about where my languages are, how it's been going for me this year, and what things you should expect from me in the coming weeks and months. I can say in general, February hasn't been so good for languages. Just in general, I don't feel that focused to learn languages. It's really my daily habits that have been keeping me with it. Particularly Anki has been keeping me continuing my streak almost every day. If I take my sweet time and really try to make example sentences in my head, it probably accounts for 10 minutes of actual language use for each language I have a deck for. And I think it's been really helpful for me to have this habit because I think my motivation is a little weak. I have been feeling a little overwhelmed recently with my big lofty goals, and I'm really happy with myself that I allowed quite a lot of flexibility. In particular, I can mention my kanji goal for 2022. I wanted to get to number 1000 by the end of the year. It averaged about one a day, but if I skip a long period of time, that's okay because I can easily catch up. I'm really happy I did this because suddenly I'm not feeling so excited to do things. I can't say language learning is boring for me. It's just what's boring for me is the same old, same old. Something that's actually been exciting me a lot recently is my 30 days of Turkish output that I've been trying to post on Twitter. I think I skipped like 5 days out of the total 21 that I've done at the time of this filming, but I really enjoy this activity. It's really fun to me to create a little 1-minute clip of me trying to talk about my day and then coming to visit it a week or 2 weeks later. I think it's really key that I made it so short, because if it was a long 20-minute video without pauses looking directly into the camera, that's not fun to watch. But a quick little bite-sized snippet of where my Turkish is for the day is really good. I'm noticing some month-long changes. I'm noticing some things I'm improving with. Some speed is increasing. Some sentences make more sense. And the most fun thing is when I'm looking at an old video and I notice a mistake. I'm like, wait, that's not the right word. Oh, that's not the right word. Oh, I must pronounce this. Yarın bilmeyen kelimeleri bulmak ve öğrenmek istiyorum. You'd be surprised how many there are. So suddenly I feel a ton of motivation for Turkish, and I think that's because of this new method. I think I've been doing a lot of similar things for the second half of 2021, so when I started something new in February, it felt exciting and fresh, new, interesting. Thinking about myself, I think it's also really important to mix things up. A routine is great, but it's also good to surprise yourself, do something new, because you might actually enjoy that activity. As for those languages I was really dedicated to before, and I did, very repeatedly for a long time, namely German or French, they're really only getting interaction through Anki these days, which is good. It's better than nothing. But, I don't feel excited to look through German YouTube these days, and I think it's just something that'll pass. The goal I set for Korean was 6 hours of listening per month. That works out to about 12 minutes per day. In reality, there are stretches of 5 days where I don't do any listening, but then I do 2 hours, 3 hours of listening one day. And it works out because I had a month goal. For January, I was just barely short of that, but for February, I think I'm going to meet it. And this kind of shows that it's good to have goals that, even if failed, are still pretty good. I didn't make it to 6 hours for January, but I made it to 5 hours and something, which is great. I did not get 5 hours of Korean listening in December, so it's a huge improvement. Chinese was something I pushed on myself for that 2022 language goals video. Like, I wasn't so motivated to improve my Chinese. It was more like, ugh, I better do something. I'm kind of happy that I did push myself a little. I found a good new book that I enjoy quite a lot. I forgot that I enjoy writing in Chinese so much. I don't really write that much in Japanese, and it's a really different feel of having a few Chinese characters sprinkled in and having nothing but Chinese characters, and it's just a wall of text. So I'm really glad I set that goal for myself. I kind of failed it because I didn't finish the chapter before January 31st, but I think it was better than nothing. Again, make goals that, if failed, are still pretty good. I think Instagram might have been the thing that burnt me out a little bit, because I had made a goal to myself to post something on Instagram every single day, and that meant to do actual language learning every single day, something significant from start to finish. That means a whole chapter of a book. That means like 20-30 vocab words from some video game. It was pretty significant, and I think for the majority of 2021 it worked very well, but I kind of found myself feeling a little overwhelmed in February. So I'm kind of backing off of that. I think I haven't posted to Instagram for about a week, and it's not that I don't have posts. There's actually a few posts that I haven't put up yet, and I'll probably put up eventually, but I want to find some sort of routine for Instagram that's healthy for me, but also conducive to language learning. I want to use the power of social media to push my language learning. Which brings me to something else exciting that I had planned. As I mentioned with Turkish, I love the idea of doing something new and exciting with language learning. So I was thinking about having some language learning gaming streams on Twitch. I asked my followers on Instagram in a poll, and I think the results of the poll were like 80% liked the idea, but that wasn't a very good sample size. So I'm curious what you guys think of this idea. Specifically, what I had in mind was on my Twitch channel, I would stream, I don't know, whenever I had time in some particular language, and the game I would be playing is in that particular language. So for example, I would play a Japanese game, commentate in Japanese, and I wanted to create some sort of environment where the chat was also speaking and practicing Japanese. I want tons of learners in the chat, just having fun, interacting, having a space where we're not judging each other because we're all learners. I think that will be helpful for me to get some speaking, and I don't think I get quite enough speaking as I would like. Ideally, I want one stream dedicated to a certain language. I don't want to flip and flop and do 5 minutes German, 5 minutes Japanese. No, I want the stream to be focused on one language, and then next time I'll focus on another language. So I want to make myself a little bit more vulnerable and show, this is me during a live stream trying to speak that language with the and the and the and the And I think it would be really helpful for a lot of learners in my audience that want to interact with people but are a little too scared to do a language exchange, a little too scared to do a language tutor on italki. This could be a good way to practice. I'm imagining I'm playing some sort of game, and then you, the learner, say something like, "Oh, that looked interesting" in target language. What do you think of this idea? Please let me know in the comments. And I think that's about it for today. That's where I am with my language learning. A little setback for February, but that doesn't mean that we can't continue after this. Every discomfort and burnout is a good moment to reconsider what is fun for you, what do you enjoy, and push yourself to the next level. And I want to push myself a little bit because I've been feeling things getting a little stale in my routine. So follow me on my social media, which will be linked below. There you will see my Twitch. If you have a Twitch account, follow me there. You can also check out my website at studywithalex.com, where I talk about language related things. But that's about it for today, so thank you so much for watching. I'll see you for another video very soon, alright? Au revoir!